Hey everyone, my name is Sean Cecil from the Oculus Institute, and today we're going to talk about entrepreneurs who don't want to sell. Okay, so today is my first video in a 5-series video of entrepreneurs who aren't going to make it. Now, I am a big supporter of entrepreneurship. I love being an entrepreneur myself. Most of my friends are entrepreneurs. And I have also observed many people who express the desire to become entrepreneurs, but who are holding on to certain ways of operating where they're just not going to make it as entrepreneurs. And for the sake of helping people actually succeed as entrepreneurs, I'm going to be pointing out these very core issues and these core patterns that I've seen, so that, you know, the people who are in that can say, oh, wow, that's me. Okay, what do I need to do to fix this, right? So each one of these videos, I'm going to describe the situation, just describe why it doesn't work. I'm going to get to what's the root problem that's driving it. And then finally, what somebody in that situation can do to actually become a successful entrepreneur. So we're going to start off with entrepreneurs who are afraid to sell. The way that this normally manifests is not somebody who says, oh, I don't want to sell. People will very rarely outright say that. The way it normally manifests is like obsessive perfectionism on everything except selling. So like, oh my God, I've got to get all the paperwork. I need to make sure that I've got my S Corp formed and the this and the that, and I need to get my website, and oh man, my website has to be perfect. I need to make sure that I need to get the right font, right? Like I need to spend 20 minutes choosing out the perfect font, and then I need to hire somebody to do the perfect logo and the perfect branding and the color, and my product. One second, I've got to develop my product. I need to make sure that absolutely everything is perfect. I need 100 research sources and like all this other kind of stuff. They'll obsess about literally everything other than actually making money. And the core problem behind this is ultimately it's a fear of selling. It's a lack of self-confidence. It's a lack of self-worth. Sometimes it's because they just don't have faith in themselves. Sometimes it's because they don't have faith in their product. Sometimes it's because they're afraid of a sales interaction where there may be objections, right? Because fact of the matter is, if you're going to be selling anything where somebody has to give you money, you're going to encounter some form of objections. And in many cases, you have somebody who wants everybody around them to be happy, right? And they're really like socially calibrated and they don't like any kind of confrontation. And so they don't want to hear objections, right? And so those kinds of things are the ultimate underlying psychological dynamic. And then they manifest in all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to fear. It all comes down to self-worth. And once you're honest with yourself about that, now you can actually start doing something about it. Because now you can start saying, okay, listen, what is going on here? Do I have self-esteem issues? Is there stuff from my childhood that I haven't resolved? Maybe I need to go resolve that, right? Do I really believe in my product? Have I really sat there and thought out what's the value that my product is really adding, or my service is really adding to other people's lives? Right? Like I had a mentor telling me the other day, he did some coaching. So he was hired by this guy to coach this guy's wife. This guy's wife was spending 25 grand a month on shopping, and she admitted that she didn't need most of it. And so by the time they were done working together, she was spending 3 grand a month. What's the value of my mentor's service to that individual? It's pretty high. Right? It saved him, 250 grand a year or something, right? So like get real to like the value of what you're doing, right? Like, if you're, I know like a lot of people in coaching drastically underestimate the value you provide, right? If you're going to help somebody find the love of their life, what is that really worth? If you're going to help somebody go from being overweight and give them an extra 10 to 20 years of healthy life, what is that really worth, right? Like it's not, the end value of that is not like the price that you think you can charge. The end value of that is like, what's the real value to that person? And that's, normally like way more than people realize. So that, get really present to that. And if you have a fear of objections, then, sit down, go into what are the possible objections, make lists, and get congruent with your responses to them, right? And at the end of the day, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to go through that discomfort in order to do what's right for yourself, for your business, and for the people who you can actually help, even if they may not see it at the time because of their conditioning or their prior experiences.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's something that resonated with you, maybe a new connection that you made or some information that shifted your perspective, if you found value here, then I want to give you one last gift. So I've put together a free diagnostic that I call a checkup with the career doctor. Short list of questions, and as you answer them, it's going to give you a readout of where you stand on the important metrics of career fulfillment, right? How happy are you with your job and how good a fit is it, right? Financial success, which we all know, and then internal alignment, which is your level of inner peace and the inner resources that you have to bring to creating the life that you want. Additionally, it's also going to show you which areas you can improve on to get those metrics moving in the right direction, as well as how can we at the Oculus Institute help you make progress. So it's totally free, 100%. All you have to do is just go to www.oculusinstitute.com/purpose quiz, right? No spaces, no dashes, just oculusinstitute.com. That's OCULUSINSTITUTE.com/purpose quiz. And you can take it totally for free. You'll get a free report sent to you. And then at the end, it will give you some next steps of what you can do to reach out so that we can help you create the career of your dreams.